Honestly.
Yeah, because you picked up on.
Because I'm so interested. That's why I'm glued. I keep looking at you because I'm like, come on with it. I want to learn something.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to inform you guys. So basically, I think I call myself like what is it? An energy healer or an energy trainer. I kind of help people understand their energy and understand the energy around them and how we're connected. I work with angels, especially the archangels. Those are my favorite. I even have angel sigils on my nails because I like to carry them with me everywhere that I go. But for me, the spiritual practice, like because I came up in the church like most as Black folks did, especially that hardcore Pentecostal, like, oh, don't touch the tarot cards, that's the devil. So
Yes, I was very similar, so I totally understand.
Right, so I want to know how that transcended into palm reading and picking up on energy, because they don't speak on energy in the church.
no, they don't, even though they high key do, because we'll believe a prophet that walks into the church all the time prophesying, but you put the word psychic on it and that makes it the devil. What's the difference? Like the source. If God is like the end all and be all, if the universe and God is like the source of all energy, then what's like these tiny little nuances? It's just words, it's just language that separates a prophet from a psychic, from an intuition reader, all that stuff. Because they did it in the Bible. They did. You had Moses talking to a burning bush. We believe that, but you can't believe somebody that uses a deck of cards.
Facts. Because that's in the Bible, and we do believe it.
We believe it hardcore. And there's a lot of things we could be like, I had somebody ask, well, how do you know you're not connecting to the devil? How do I know a prophet at the church isn't connected to some random beam? And I don't know who they're connecting to, but I know who I'm connecting to. And the last thing I want to connect to is the devil. So I ain't doing that. That's not happening. And you know yourself, just like how if you're a person that knows that Jesus is in your heart, I know that when I'm reading people, I'm connecting to an archangel, I'm connecting to God, I'm connecting to source energy, and I'm really connecting just to your energy, which is also my energy, because we're all just one big old glob of energy just floating around here, running into each other.
So I know you got some questions.
And swapping energies.
I'm familiar with the energies, and I play with crystals and sage, but my friend
you
Van,
play with it.
Is that
what you consider?
I don't play with it, but I'm just saying I experience with it.
Well, for me, like I said, it's something I could be educated on. I haven't had much experience or done a lot of research, to be completely honest with you. I do, however, it really resonated with me when she was like, how do I know a prophet isn't connected to the devil? Because I know a prophet or two. And yeah, the ministry is prosperity, to say the least. But and it's unfortunate because I think that people have their first taste of like any type of practice is usually Christianity, because this is largely a Christian country we live in, and people get so turned off from anything, including Christianity, spirituality, any form of any kind of practice, once they're initially introduced to Christianity, because of the amount of hypocrites and many things that you experience or see in your experience when you're going to church, or if you're brought up in the church. And unfortunately, a lot of people get closed out to the idea of anything besides themselves moving them and having an effect on them.
Yeah, and especially just connecting to one entity, which is the Jesus energy. Like that's the only energy that it seems like we're kind of like allowed to connect to. And we say this generalization, Holy Spirit. We're like, but what does that even mean? What is a Holy Spirit? That could be anything. So it's kind of like if it was okay and cool for Archangel Gabriel to go to Mary and say, "Hey girl, you're pregnant." Why why isn't it okay for me in 2022 to be like, "Hey Archangel Gabriel, what's going on? How's life?" Like there's all these entities that God uh literally lays out in that Bible that we like tote so hard. Yet when we go outside of the little box, which is our, Christianity here in the United States, it, it seems like it's so devil, it's so bad, it's so off, and it really isn't. They've been talking about this for thousands of years. We've just been ignorant to it for like so long, especially since the transatlantic slave trade. Like, don't even get me started on how we lost a lot of our magic during that time, you know?
And that I agree on. And I also feel like, beyond it being a Christianity thing or a religion or a spiritual thing, I think that largely society in America and powerful people in America and lawmakers in America do not want people, especially our people, to feel empowered or feel to do anything outside of what we've been taught to do or raised to do or raised to know. And so you taking that power and saying that I can feel things, I can hear things, or speaking things, whatever it may be that, we get from the spiritual realm or even education in a worldly aspect. All those things, I believe, are things that a lot of people want to strip us of and don't want you finding your own eyes and seeing things your own way, because the best way to keep people in line is not beating them. And see, slavery worked for a little bit, but now the next level is taking away your power.
All of our magic and everything. And the main thing that I think about is like Jesus didn't tell us to worship him. He was like, bro, I don't want y'all to worship me. Y'all can do these things. Y'all can raise people from the dead. You can turn water into wine. He literally did magic. And, like now you'll talk to a mother in the church and she'll be like, oh, not that witchcraft. Oh, not that. But bro, you just read a passage about Jesus raising a dude from the dead. What's the difference?
I'm glad you spoke on that, because I have family members that definitely said I practice witchcraft after seeing that I have certain crystals in my home and I burn sage and I have a moon magic book. And because I want to manifest things, and they feel manifesting things is the devil as well, because I'm bringing things. And how can you bring these things into your life? By thinking about them. And we, like you said, put ourselves so much in a box where the double back on what you said is stripping away our power, and we feel clearly our own family members feel like we are not competent of doing certain things and don't have that type of magic or can tap into that spiritual world or different realm all the time. We kind of stay earthly in our own earthly little bubbles.
And that our little earth bubble.
And it creeps. I don't know. I guess it's weird for me that you experienced that. I don't know. You and I never spoke about that, but it's crazy because even myself, like I consider myself a Christian, but I don't see how somebody could not believe that manifestation is a real thing, but can believe like, okay, like the televangelists who are like, sow your seed, just send $277 and you can receive, or you watch the things late at night when they're like, okay, she came up there limping and then she ran off full speed. Like,
but put the name in front of put spell in front of it, and then it's witchcraft because you say spell or you use.
But I also think that it comes deep with a lot of people in various religions, not only Christianity, don't read for themselves, don't educate themselves, thus forth, like claiming just everything that's outside of what they've been told from another person that they have yet to fact check or even search through the Bible or nothing, and just like, oh, that's this is that. Like people will say, oh, that's a sin. Okay, but can't define sin to save their life.
Couldn't even tell you what even sin means, but will say everything is a sin. How is going to a baseball game a sin? How is listening to secular music a sin? It doesn't make any sense sometimes. And I also wonder, like, how is praying for something different than manifesting? Isn't that the same as praying for it?
Do you pray?
I do.
Okay, because I do pray too. I mean, and that's, to me, it's also, it lines up with manifesting. You're praying.
I know manifestation is real because literally, if my mom listens to the podcast, she can vouch if she could call right now. Literally, when I was younger, I went to the place I live now with my mom to visit a friend. And I never forget, I said, oh, wow. I was a little boy. I was like, they have a bowling alley over here in the little community center. And I'm like, okay, I want to live here because at the time I thought it was like big time. Now that I live there now, I'm like, okay, it's not all that. But in my mind, I felt like, okay, this place is lit. They have a bowling alley. They have basketball courts. I was in the basketball. I'm like, I'm going to live here one day. And I kept saying it. And I literally like got older, forgot about it. And mind you, this was like when I was in elementary to middle school. Got to college, got out, got my own job career, got my credit right. Was just looking at places, end up at the place. Once I got down to it, I was like, this is the same place. And like with so many things in my life, I've spoken and then it happens. And I think it's kind of one of those things that if people just takes a step back, you realize like you can really form the world that you want to live in. You can speak what you want. And when you say it, it makes you align your purpose and your actions and everything will align, which ultimately, whether you believe in it because the word manifestation they may not like, but it's just like literally speaking and living in the direction of what you want. Yeah. Because you also can't manifest and do nothing. It's not gonna happen. Like I can't say, "Ooh, Lord, ooh, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million," and just sleep on my couch for 24 hours straight and do it the next day and the next day. You can manifest till you drop dead. It ain't happening. So,
and that's not manifesting. Like when nothing happens, you didn't manifest it. Like the word man, that's like the action after you've already done your praying or your ritual or like laid out your stones and did your moon magic. Like the manifest is what happens after. Like you didn't manifest if nothing happened. And in the Bible, it literally says faith without works is dead. Yeah. Do they forget about that line?
Come on, I was just about to say that. Faith without works is dead.
No, I literally
Shimon.
A story from when I was just in Detroit because my family's super Christian over there. And something happened where I was telling my auntie about a prophecy that happened to me. Like this girl, I call it the prophecy, but a girl read my cards. And I say, yes, somebody prophesied that if I had blonde hair, I would do this and that and the third. And she was like, oh, so you went and you made the prophecy happen yourself because you got blonde hair. And I'm like, but she told me that if I had blonde hair, these things would happen. And I wanted these things to happen. So I followed the prophecy. Isn't that what you would do if a prophet came into the church and said, hey, so you need to do this, that, and the third, and you'll get this, that, and the third. Don't you follow the prophecy? It's like, it's mind-boggling. So if it's not like some dude on the microphone going, that, then I guess it's just not right.
It's the sound effect. She sound dead ass like.
Okay.
I'll cry. No, I'm done. I cannot. Do it again.
In the name, put it down. And he said,
No, wait, okay. Wait, that's how they be.
Oh my
that's
God. I am sweating. That is
That's
crazy
that's
how
too
much
funny.
you sound like her.
Wow.
I'm
it
dead.
doesn't come out of a guy like that, then it's not real. I'm like, bro, prophecies come in so many ways. In the Bible, people got words from God from all kinds of places, from bears and burning bushes and whales. How we gonna believe can I say nigga?
Yeah, well, we just
Yes, you can.
And I know y'all just had a conversation about that. How you gonna believe a nigga lived in a whale for 3 days and you can't even believe, in a tarot deck or a crystal? Like, get out of my face.
That's what I feel. Now I feel like it's time for reading.
Oh yes, because we got into all the brass taxes. But like I work with angels. I love archangels. Metatron is a really cool angel. There's Michael, Gabriel, Uriel.
Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry. How do you get to connect with the angels? Because I've done some. I don't even know if I've done it right when I did do it. So I've gotten candles and I've recited prayers to the archangels and I felt like I was getting the support, but I'm not sure if I'm getting the signs of the support. So how do you know that when you connecting with the angels?
Exactly what you just said out of your mouth.
Oh.
Like it's really about you understanding how you feel. Like when you get a little tingle, it does, and you get that tingle every time. That's your indicator. That's how you know. Like we're taught so much to doubt ourselves and to doubt our intuition and to doubt our gut feeling. And when your gut says, "Yeah, I felt like I had a connection," you had a connection. You did. You didn't just feel that. You didn't just make that up. Like we're not. They have us out here thinking we psych ourselves out about things so hard to have us just not being able to really utilize our power. And when you psych yourself out, you cut off anything that you could possibly, create for your world. So when you really go like, yeah, I felt like I connected. Yeah, that dream, it felt really real. So you know what? It is real because it was real for me. And all that matters is that it's real for you.
Damn. That's deep because my father passed away when I was 19 years old, about 10 years ago now. And I would have real ass dreams, dreams at the park with my sons that he never met, and they will be the age that they are right now. And I would wake up, not anymore, but I would wake up feeling like he was still dead ass here. And I'm like, how in the fuck out? It would like freak me out. I'm not even joking with you. It felt that real because I would pick up the phone and I'm like, ooh, I feel stupid. Like I felt real dumb because at the times because I remember his phone number and it was because he was incarcerated before he passed away. So the dream is him coming home and being, at the park with my kids and at the get-togethers, all the family functions, not missing a thing. And I'm like, this is damn scary because he's at the current events and it feels very real. However, I don't know, but it's very vivid and visual, extremely vivid in the dreams that it feels that real. So
it is that real. Don't let, like, that's the thing. We let these things freak us out when really, like, you were experiencing another timeline. You were experiencing a world inside the astral where where you had your dad and you and your kids and you got to feel that. And that's such a blessing that you really got to be there and experience that memory with him. Like the memory that never happened, but it did. Like they tell us that our dreams ain't real. Baby, when we go to sleep, we go into an astral realm. Like we are not just, it's not just willy-nilly.
This was on the NPR, actually, when I heard this, that we actually visit different realms when we're dreaming and it's actually as real as it is, as we, like you said, if you disregard it, then it ain't nothing, but if you actually tap into it, you might find something. I'm assuming.
You do? No, and don't, like, that's what I'm going to stop us from doing today. We're not going to say, I don't know, after we say our experiences out of our mouth. We're going to affirm our experiences because it's yours. I can't tell you that it ain't real or not because I'm not in your brain. I'm not in your body. Like, the archangels aren't going to talk to you the same way that they talk to me. Like, the way that I read people and connect to people is going to be different than another psychic or another reader. Like, we all pick up on different aspects, and it's just like, because we are all so different, but we're all the same and connected. It's that very interesting thin line of oxymoronic beauty, right? Yeah, man.
You shuffling them.
I love your
down.
voice. It's the softness. You have like a angelic vibe about yourself. It's like it's pure as cute.
I just talk to angels all day. That's all I do. Funny story though, the first time I ever really connected with an angel, I was learning about the main four archangels, and that's Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael. You can find them all in the Bible. Uriel is an angel that really means a lot to me. And when we first met when I was in an astral meditation, he was like, "Hey," and he said, "How do you want me to look? Do you want me to look like Tay Diggs or Morris Chestnut?" And I said, "I want you to look like Tay Diggs." He was like, "Nah, I'll look like Morris Chestnut." And there he was. And I said, "Oh, okay. Now what?" And so he took me on this journey. I got to see a past life of mine. I got to like really understand a lot of my powers. It was really, really cool and beautiful. They might not look like Morris Chestnut to you. You know?
So hold on. So wait, is an astral meditation something like a guided meditation?
Yeah, any meditation basically is an astral meditation. Anytime you are meditating, anytime you're closing your eyes and going, "I am going into meditation. I am going to go into meditation," you're going into the astral. So they try to really make meditation like it's this hard thing to do, because it is very hard for us to kind of shut down our brains and stop thinking. But like, in the end, it really isn't about stopping yourself from thinking. It's about learning how to connect to yourself in a way that you can get to a point where you can kind of slow everything down. But if you're not connected to yourself, you're always going to be coming out of the trance. You're always going to be like distracted because you're not connecting. If that makes sense.
Okay, I'm sorry. So back on your experience with the angel.
Oh yeah, that was about it. Like, it was pretty fresh. And now, like, those are my four boys. Like, I call on them all the time. And I'm learning about other angels these days. And like, the way I like to think about God and the angels is like, God's the CEO, right? And then he's got like Jesus and Buddha and Mohammed too. Like, everybody wants to leave him out, but Gabriel came to that man as well, just like he came to Mary, just like he came to Abraham. So we got to stop playing ourselves. And basically underneath those guys, you got all these archangels that kind of like take care of all of our prayers. Like, you got angels that can help you with the stock market. It's wild. Like, so if we really sit up and think,
I say,
hello,
hey, angel,
hello, Papa need a new house,
right?
Come on, it's true. And so if you think about it, kind of like, you've got your CEO, then you've got like your next guys, and then you've got like your customer service representatives, and boom, 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 the guys that kind of like make our prayers happen. That's what the angels do. They are the ones that execute for us.
They're supposed to assist us, huh?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, I think that's shuffle for you. That's me shuffle for you.
Oh yeah, I'm just a shuffling. Let me see. All right, you got the 6 of Gabriel. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. It's time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. And that's for you, sir. Blue shirt. I'm sorry, what's our names? I'm Vanessa.
Van.
Oh, you're Van too. I'm Van. We're Van.
Yes, Van.
Van and
and Vanessa.
Yeah, when I was pulling cards earlier and I was thinking about your energy, it felt as though you kind of, it feels like you're in a time of kind of, it feels stagnation and you need to kind of make a change into something. Also, this guy says it's time to make a decision, time to make a decision on what you want and take action. And there's a deep need for detoxification, detox. So I feel like you're in a time where you kind of need to detox from some things, probably cleanse yourself of some, was it not even just social media, but things that you consume, food wise, spiritual wise. Um, I feel like there might be some interactions around you that aren't healthy sometimes, and you kind of get caught into them. And yeah, you don't need to be interacting with that because it has nothing to do with you. I know you love these people, but like you being in the middle of their garbage isn't going to help anybody. You got to let them just figure their own garbage out, if that makes sense.
Mm.
That's heavy deep.
Yeah, I mean, if that's resonating.
Heavy on the
Yeah, because you integrating yourself into that kind of energy for absolutely no reason is stagnating you. And so that's why I feel like the detox word is really like shouting to me, like, how's your health?
My health is good right now that I know of.
How's your gut?
I don't know.
Exactly. If you can't talk about your gut health straight out of your mouth, you need to take a look at it.
I for one definitely need to eat better. That's for sure. Because I mean, I had Chipotle and what else today? Not doing well.
I mean, not here to shame anybody because I'm a chubby girl. It's not about weight. It really is. I just heard like detox, 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 like your gut. I feel like probiotic. Like I feel like that you need to move some things through you, like and cleanse. Yeah. So if there's a way for you to go on a juice cleanse of some sort, do some water and lemon, things of that. Do the Beyonce, take a couple walks sometimes. That will be nice, and that will help you kind of move this energy out. Because it feels like it's stagnating you on some things that you want to do with your life. And you're getting like new beginnings, an end of delay. So, like, yeah, a change in direction that offers happiness. Getting out of the stagnation will kind of help you move on to your next level of like yourself and your life journey. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So we also have another one here, the Three of Gabriel. And it says, prosperity is arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So all these cards that are coming up for you, it seems like it's time to make a decision, take an action, plan it out, take the next step. You did a great job already. Now it's time to move on. You have new beginnings. Stop delaying. That's what all these cards are saying. Like, so what's stopping you, bro?
Oh, because this man's an artist. This man got all kinds of things packed up in that thing, ready to come on out and explode.
Yeah.
Don't stifle yourself, and don't allow the energy around you to stifle you either. I don't really know your life. I don't know your business, but that's just what I'm feeling.
The cars is hitting. The cars is smacking.
Oh, they're smacking. Okay. I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing. Yeah, so like it really is a time. And I think also this one is good for you. So this is the Seven of Ariel, and it says, you have invested wisely. So have patience and wait for your harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Next, moving, harvest. Everything is talking about you letting some shit go and going into a new mode of your life.
I'm gonna need them cards.
That's too deep because you do
Because
gotta.
I'm have to remind myself what the card said.
You have invested, and it is time to harvest on your investment.
It really, really is.
I'll need some pictures of those cards after this.
Oh, let me take a picture. I'll keep them out. I was about to just roll them back up.
Yeah,
but I kept them out.
So I can remind myself and look at them and give it.
Somebody gave me a read and it had affirmations and stuff that I could do, and I took.
No, because this aligns well with some of the things that I've been battling mentally and things you and I have talked about, and
that's how I know it was.
What's the next step and things like that. So it definitely rings a bell because those are all things that I have been toying with back and forth and trying to.
What's up with your love life? What's up with love, bro?
Ooh, it's dry. It's a drought. What you thinking? What you feeling?
You said it's a drought. Okay. The Lover's card came up in another deck while I was thinking about you, and it's coming up again now. And so I was just wondering, I don't know if this Lover's card has to do with romantic love. I think this has to do with a really close friendship connection or familiar connection. And it's feeling like it feels a little rocky. It's feeling like it feels a little rocky. And I don't know who this person is. But King of Pentacles came out. I feel like they're a very strong energy, kind of set in their ways, very stubborn. And it feels like it just stays in the back of your mind. Their influence kind of really is part of the things that hold you back in a way. So I don't know if you have a person that's in your life that you love to so much, but their opinion kind of knocks you off kilter sometimes. But think about that.
Because I'm going to have to give it a lot of thought.
Think about that. And maybe you don't even realize.
To me who it may be at the moment, but I have to figure it out because it could very well be somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the thing is you might not even realize that they knock you off kilter because y'all have been your relationship for so long that you don't even know that sometimes what they do affects you and sometimes what they do holds you back. So yeah, we'll move on from that energy. As for
so that person to be left in the past.
Yeah, we certainly will, but it's you love them a lot. This person is very important to you. So I don't know if it's an aunt or a mom or a grandma or somebody that you are. I don't know. It just feels like a matronly feminine energy.
He's gagging.
Oh, what's happening? Please explain.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Kind of joking, but for real?
So you're giving a lot of clarity.
Okay, yeah, and I mean we love this person to death, but there's a kind of you got to kind of cut some of their opinion out of what makes you who you are and kind of go on your own gut and your own opinion. They're wonderful people though. So what else do you want to know about?
Ooh, how much time we got?
Yeah. I want to. Okay, so what I want to get into since we were doing a reading on me. So we did my friend that situation. I think I know what you're feeling. The next step and all that stuff is very, very, very accurate because I'm actually at not a weird place because I'm totally happy and okay. But I've been, toying with the decision of possibly moving, selling my place, quitting many of the 900 jobs I got. It's a big thing. So a lot of things are up in the air right now. So as soon as you start reading that, it was boom, 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 a ton of bricks. So I totally get that. What else is it? Okay, so I want to know. What's something good to know?
I want to know too. Actually, how does one once they get that reading? How do you move to the next step? Because I know you said detox, and I feel like you've made it very clear. Because a lot of times, some don't. Some they tell you, oh, you gotta go get a pigeon. You gotta go, fuck a rat, take a bath and something, whatever, I don't know, get a candle and do, so are all the things that you're saying are things that he could self work on. He don't need to purchase anything. He could just, so it's not giving a scam.
Yeah, it's not giving scam. It's giving real.
So how do you feel though about those who go to Babalos and we have to go get 3 candles and we gotta go do it on the beach at 6 p.m. or else it's not gonna work or something like that?
I don't. I think it's really cute. I think that's really, really cute. And I think it's fun for something to do. It really kind of gives a person like, oh, all right, I'm going to get a candle. I'm going to go do this at 6. And it's really going to work because it feels like you're actually doing something towards changing your situation. And that's the magic that they understand. So that's what they tell you to do. It's coming from their tradition of magic. I don't come from that old school tradition. I don't know about pigeons and bloodbaths. I don't know about it. I don't really even know about stones. What I know, like the angels pretty much just talk to me and tell me straight up. Like I connect to your spirit guides because we all have spirit guides, all of us. We have ancestors that surround us, and we have literal guides that like we come back with in all of our lifetimes. So my guys talk to your guys and they kind of just tell me and I translate it as best I can with this like English language that we have.
Yes, so with that being said,
she got me asking.
Have my guys told you that I'm meeting my soulmate anytime soon?
Kind of. Knight of Cups came up. And Knight of Cups, when they come out, I call it the Bachelor card. I feel like you'll probably meet your person in the next, I'm hearing 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
And it's because the person that is for you, you're going to find them when you're in a better place in your life. Like when you're in your next level. If you meet somebody now, it's not going to last. It'll just be, whatever. And if you had somebody now, you wouldn't be focusing on yourself now, would you? You'd be focused on them all the time. And you wouldn't give yourself the time that you need to be who you want to be. So you don't have time for love right now. You have time to love yourself, though.
You know what? You just made me feel... How does the family members feel about your special, I call them special powers or unique talents? Do they take like pride in it? Are you used a lot in the family? Because it seems as if I've used my, in my household, I'll be, what to do?
I can't read my family. I can't. Our lives are so intertwined that it's hard for me to read my family or even myself. The angels would kind of want me to have a life where I don't know what's going to go on, kind of like everybody else. So when it comes to my family, we have our own reader that we go to as a family, and they help us. We're very spiritual. My mom has gifts. My brother has gifts. He heals with his hands. My sister has gifts. Like we all are special that way. And even my grandma and her sisters, they would dream and astral project and all kinds of stuff. And we were hardcore in the church, but they like had magic powers. So it was kind of like, all right, like how do we? Yeah, but my family loves that I do this, and they love me, and they just let me fly.
So do you go to church now still?
No, I don't got to know church.
Okay, so nice. All right, so
I can believe that it's like hard to like read people you're extremely close to because your words in the chat. And then you have like background knowledge, and I know me, I'm biased, so I'll be like, oh yeah, they told me you did the lead film because I don't like them.
Now, sometimes I know those things. Like when there's people that come into our lives, we know if a person is supposed to be with us or not. We'll be like, oh, all right, this person is, no. Or, oh, yeah, this person is good. Like we all do that. Like I know my brother's had a couple girlfriends where I was like, so we could do that, but other things like saying, "Oh, the next Grammy," or "Oh, blah blah blah." I don't know. I can't tell him. I can't tell her that. Well, I'm still on Van energy.
Oh, okay. I can bring it. I want more.
Okay, keep it on Van energy. Yeah. Because you know what? I'm good. I feel like I want to keep it on Van energy anyway.
Yeah, because this is my first time anyway, so I'm more excited.
You're a virgin.
Yeah, and I literally I don't know how to palm read the way that they like. What is it? People go, oh, this line and that line. Like I don't know how to do that. But when I hold someone's hand, like it just comes to me because we connect through our hands, So that's how I was able to palm read you. I wasn't like looking at the lines on your hands. You remember I was just kind of rubbing your hand and looking out into the distance.
It felt so good too. Oh, it was like a hand massage. I'm like, come on, girl.
Yeah, and you got a really good energy exchange that evening, which was great. But like with you, Van, I think you should move.
Oh, yes.
Van, I think you're gonna be moving with us.
What did it say?
Yeah, you see that card? Yeah, it's the Six of Swords. You see how this guy's kind of rowing his boat out. He's rowing his boat away. Yeah, get the heck up out of there, bro. Ooh, look at him picking up his swords and leaving. Pick up your stuff and go. And this is the set. He done left. Elvis has left the building. 7 of Swords, and you know how like he could only take what he could. He couldn't take everything, and he's looking back at those 2 swords.
Have to leave a few people back too.
Come on,
boom!
Start preaching on it.
Come on,
all right. You're gonna have to leave some people behind. You're gonna have to leave some things behind, but it's okay because you're taking what you need, and you're moving forward into this next part of your life. Woo! You're getting some good cards. More 6s. 6 of Pentacles. So look at you. You're the one in the middle, and it just looks like you're about to receive. Receiving from both sides. Receiving.
Oh, I like receiving.
Come on, come with the nails.
You hear? Receive.
Come on, receive.
But you got to receive. But listen, it's you also have to realize it's going to be a nice, slow process. Be patient with the process. Knight of Pentacles. Knights are action cards when they come out of the deck. And Pentacles are earth. So that's everything that's like we can manifest here on this physical earth. So like earth is slow, mud is slow, clay and the way we move. So realize like you're moving forward, but you're moving slowly, patiently, being patient with yourself, being patient with the process, and just letting things come the way they're supposed to. Don't rush nothing.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best episode right here.
I'm loving it.
Eating it up. Come on, man.
Don't rush, but let it happen. Like, but you got to take action too. It's this very fine line. It's a balance that you have to find. And again, The Lovers is coming out one more time, and it's really feeling like you see the balance. These two, it just feels like you got to love you. You got to start a journey with you so that you can bring all the people into your life that you need to make your dreams come true and to be the artist that you want to be, whatever that means. Like, because you guys, we live in a world these days where anything really is possible. We have the internet. You could have DoorDash bring you anything right now. So, like, getting yourself out of old mindsets, especially mindsets of like me, a lot of the older people that are in our lives, and I don't know why that's coming back. We're coming back around to that older energy that you kind of have in your life that you love so much, but they kind of have old ways of thinking, and that holds them back, but it can't hold you back. You can't let the past hold you back. You have to keep like moving forward and learning and growing. Lots of choices coming up for you. I feel like over the next 6 to 7 months, because that's a number that keeps coming up, the next 6 to 7 months, really take this time to like start looking at yourself, detoxing yourself, do mantras in the mirror, read a Bible verse every day. Figure out what your spirituality is for you, because everybody's is different.
Yes, thank you.
I love it. Oh my God, it's my first reading.
Yes, I love it. Oh, how you
I'm
feeling?
so glad.
I feel good. It's funny because a lot of these things, have been up on the table for a while, a few months at least.
A few months, yeah, man. Stop procrastinating and get her done. The Empress, give birth to your babies.
Get her done.
Get her done. And yeah, the next 3 to 4 years, I feel like you'll find a really nice human, especially wherever it is that you're moving to. Where are you moving?
I was thinking Los Angeles.
Ooh, LA. I mean, come on out here. Come on out here and play. Where are y'all?
We're in Miami.
Because I met y'all in Florida.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, listen, I've been on that tour. I didn't know where I was half the time.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine. You've been so many places like that.
Yeah, so I'm looking up like, okay, did we meet in Philadelphia? No, we didn't meet in Philadelphia. We met in wonderful Florida. So, yes, long story short, yeah, get out of Florida. Get out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Amazing. So if y'all want to follow me, because I gotta shout myself out. I'm on the Instagram at Red Fairy, D like dog, F as in Frank. That's my IG. You go into the link in the bio and you can set an appointment with your girl for a tarot reading. And it's an hour, and I read you. You can also, I do energy healings over the phone as well. So kind of what I did for you, SJ, with my energy healing together. I could do it through video call with people.
Okay, let's go.
So say your Instagram again, because even I missed it.
Red Fairy DF.
Okay, Red Fairy DF. Y'all hear that? REDFAIRY DF. Red Fairy.
That's me. And the D stands for discombobulated fairy. I'm a red fairy, discombobulated fairy. You know what I mean, mate? I'm discombobulated.
You are full of character. I love it. It has been such a pleasure. Your vibe, your spirit, your smile. You're so cute. Even your voice is everything.
Yes, we really
appreciate you. And beyond I really appreciate you because you gave me my first reading. And it's been a lot of clarity in it. I love it.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah, hit me up for a longer one. I'll take care of you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Oh my God. And so we may just have to do private episodes and have, people come on in, because after this, they're gonna want it.
Oh, they're gonna be ready.
True. And let me say this, anybody who listens to this podcast, if you let me know when you set an appointment, I'll give you a cute little discount. Hey, how about them apples?
There you go, preaching to the
There you
choir.
go.
discount.
There you go. Y'all heard
Give
it, the choir.
referrals.
That's a good discount.
And we don't even need no sponsor this episode because it's our sponsor right here. Let's go. Come on. All righty. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Love
Bye,
you.
you guys. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.